In other news, the Judicial Conduct Tribunal that's probing sexual harassment allegations against Eastern Cape top judge Salome Mbenenge set to resume this morning. The evidence leader in this case, that's advocate Salome Scheepers, indicated yesterday that she wasn't ready to close her case and sought to call a gender expert. But it's still unclear if this will happen, of course, given the fact that there's been pushback from Salome Mbenenge's own team, who suggested that calling this expert at this late stage may prejudice their own client. In fact, it seems they were ready to have the top judge himself take to the stand. Watching all these moving parts is SABC News senior reporter Canny Maphanga, joining us now live once again from Sandton in Johannesburg. And Canny, is there any telling how all of this will unfold this morning?
Well, not quite. Good morning to you, Ayanda, and to the viewers at home. This all depends on what the tribunal rules this morning when proceedings begin at 9:30 a.m. When the Judicial Conduct Tribunal, probing these serious allegations of sexual harassment against the top judge of the Eastern Cape Division of the High Court, that is Judge President Mbenenge, left off yesterday, the evidence leader, Advocate Salome Scheepers, made it clear that she is not yet ready to close her case and she wants to bring in a gender expert to testify before the tribunal. Now, this testimony will relate to the power imbalances that are at play in this particular matter. We've already heard evidence before the tribunal that there is the senior judge involved, that is Judge President Salome Mbenenge, and then, of course, there's a junior staffer being the judge's secretary. And we've already heard Andisa Mengo's testimony on the record as to why she felt she had to respond to the alleged sexual advances in the manner in which she chose to respond to. Now, Lisa Vetten, who is this gender expert that Advocate Scheepers has identified, is quite well versed in this subject and, of course, is quite a prominent scholar in the discourse in gender-based violence in the country. So Advocate Scheepers is arguing that her evidence is significant and crucial, and it won't prejudice anyone if she is allowed to testify. Now, the dilemma is that they were only able to secure the testimony of Lisa Vetten last week, meaning that this report or this record is not yet ready to be placed before the tribunal yet today. If that is the case, that the tribunal rules in favor of the request by the evidence leader, then it means that the judge president won't be able to take the stand. His counsel has already made it clear that they expected to proceed today, and they objected to this request by the evidence leader, stating that they want to place the judge president's version of events before the tribunal this morning. However, if this expert is allowed to come to the tribunal and testify, it means that it is in the best interest of the judge president to actually wait for this evidence to be given to the tribunal before giving his version of events, because she will delve into those all-important issues of power imbalances in the workplace. She will go into the nuances of sexual harassment when it takes place in the workplace. So it wouldn't be in the best interest of the judge president to get on the stand at this stage if that is the case. However, if they rule against this particular witness being called in at this late stage, then of course you can expect that the judge president will be giving his version of events. It's also possible that if the tribunal rules forward, that if there are other witnesses that either of the parties intends to call, they can still utilize the remainder of these 10 days to call those other witnesses while they prepare for this gender expert to be brought before the tribunal. But all this will be revealed at 9:30 a.m. when the tribunal begins. Over to you in studio.
Yeah, and depending how it goes, the consequences or the implications could be far-reaching. Canny Maphanga, as always, watching developments for us there in Sandton.